Hey man, this why me personally always made it a point to rock out by myself. Cause if I rock out by myself, I don't need validation from other people. People tend to kill themselves seeking validation from other people, or they keep putting themselves in holes because they worry about what other people think about them. In reality, if you go take that time to yourself, get your mental right, you'll be a-okay. Trust. I'm looking at the show in the back. That's why I'm quiet. What y'all know about Power Ranger Samurai? That's my favorite
Dragon
Power
Ball Z.
Rangers,
They may
bro.
not know jack shit about Power Rangers, but I bet you they know what happened with Goku versus Frieza.
So am I a nerd because I know what Power Ranger Samurai is? Hey, I just might
Black
be.
nerds come.
Yo, what it do, man? I'm not want to waste time, so I'm get straight into it. You feel me? Now, today about to be reacting to the truth about black nerds. What truth is there to black nerds? People like what they like. If you don't like it, oh well, go do what you like to do. You know.
Black nerds, aka blurs, is the topic of today's video.
Blurred
Now
is
me, I
crazy.
consider myself a nerd, but some may not. So for example, I love video games. I've been playing them since the age of 7. I've always loved sci-fi films, consumed about every DC and
First of all, what makes you a nerd? Because I play video games to a certain extent. I don't play by myself a lot, but when I play with people, I do.
comic. On the flip side, I'm not into anime. But growing up,
I'm into
I was
anime a little
very
bit.
into films like Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Avatar The Last Airbender. So I guess to some, it would be debatable. So within the black community, especially growing up in the hood, being a nerd or just even consuming the culture will make you stand out. It goes against what's stereotypical for black people. This is a flaw within the black community that I do not like. I say this all the time, but as black people, we are not a monolith. And we gotta start respecting that within the community. I will say this though, I feel like in 2025, being a nerd is kind of cool. Let's say versus the 2010s or the 90s. It is most definitely more acceptable now.
I want to talk about how all of a sudden being a nerd is in and we're erasing all of like that awful childhood stuff that happens to so many of us. Because now it's, oh, we weren't bullying y'all because y'all were into anime. We were bullying y'all because y'all stank. Or y'all were always doing something weird. A few. A lot of y'all were bullying us just for being into different things. I went to many
Yeah, I
schools
definitely witnessed that a lot in high school. More so middle school. Because you wasn't this kid that grew up from the struggle, or you didn't do drugs or whatnot, or you didn't like certain stuff that they like, so you're weird. Hey, I ain't like that.
smart black
That's what I
kids.
said to myself, really.
I love to read. And I got the pants bullied off of me for liking to read in a smart school. I had my black card revoked so often, I'm pretty sure I'm still in black folk debt. Because, like, I don't think I have one. White
Black
girl,
folk debt
whitest
is
black
crazy.
girl I know, Oreo, wanna be white, all of it, all the time.
And I tell you, like, see, these new age black geeks, they would never understand how it was to be a black geek back in the 2000s and 2010s. Now
I
that was the
won't.
trenches. Like, I consider myself a black.
Cause I never really called myself a geek. I just like geeky shit. Like, I guess video games, certain animes, you know? I like superhero movies. Is that really
geek
geeky?
activists
I don't
because,
think so.
bro, back in the day, bro, I had to defend my hobby. Like, y'all don't understand. The insults were crazy. Like, we would be talking about like normal like crap in front of everybody, and then like we would go home on our computer and be having discussions about anime with people online. Like, people don't understand. Back then, most of our anime discussions or geek discussions were like on were on the internet. They were not in real life, because if you even spoke about anime, like, you were about to get ostracized real quick.
Now for me, y'all, I did not have these problems. And that's why I kind of think to myself, was I really a nerd or am I really a nerd?
That's
But
what I'm
looking
saying,
back, I was
bro.
most definitely a nerd, bruh. This was me in the 10th grade.
Okay. Yeah, buddy, you're a nerd. I hate to be the one to tell you, Antonio. But
I mean, I had a 4.0 GPA, was in pretty much all AP classes,
oh
dog.
yeah, you're a nerd. You're over it. You're a nerd. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. I know I'm not a nerd because I ain't really like school. I had like, if I didn't have a 2 point, I had a 1 point. Something. Nothing to be proud of, but hey, it happens.
Was the textbook nerd. The thing about it is, as a black
not,
nerd, you
or I
really just
wasn't.
gotta find your group of people. And even just being a nerd in general, I hate this talking point because even nerds in the white community are done the same way. Like,
Got bullied for liking anime, and then I got bullied for wearing anime and an Avatar t-shirt, and like that I liked Pokemon,
See.
and that I carried a DS.
See, now them people that came to school running is alright. It's cool. It's cool that you like anime, liking whatever you like, cool. But when you running down the hall with the Naruto arms, or you just doing up gang signs, calling it jujitsu and all that, Hey man, it get too far. Or you cosplaying, it gets too far. You cosplaying on a day that's not on a spirit day or a holiday. Yeah, nah, too far. Cause
And I was in bands. Like there was, and I had braces.
I was in
and I
band
had
too.
glasses.
I had
there
to
was just
though.
so many reasons, and I had short hair. There was just so many reasons
I
to
did
get
too.
bullied
I had
that like
waves.
getting into Kingdom Hearts was another reason I didn't want to get bullied.
Don't worry, we're gonna make it. We've been looking for clues to find Clay.
Hey man, I'm gonna get an ad block when I get
If
monetized,
you
y'all.
can't
Don't
quit the
worry
P
about
word, I
it.
want to let you know that
So how are they
scriptures
going?
tells us that success.
Oh, I'm sorry. The clue board? You mean my clue board?
So all those
Oh,
nerds in high
the
school, like the
voiceover.
weird theater
Okay.
kids and the
Tripping.
anime people.
Hi, weird theater kid, captain of the speech and debate team, Annie Mae fan.
You know who I'm talking about. The people we didn't hang out with.
Thank God for that, by the way.
So they've grown up now, and they're the ones making the laws. They're the Mark Zuckerbergs. They're the Faucis of the world of fucking nerds.
I hate to break it to you, but those effing nerds are not just the Mark Zuckerbergs and Fauci's. They're highly successful, influential people because it turns out hitting the books actually was helpful.
This isn't just a black thing. Maybe the talking points of, you're acting white is that talking point. But as far as you getting bullied or looked down upon, it's pretty much the same way. Kids are mean. Like I stated, you have to find your people. And with me, I had a different group of friends for like pretty much every situation. Like growing up in the hood, those were like the hood friends. Then when I got to school, me being in like different classes, I kind of met my nerd friends. So I had that group of friends, and I had my friends that was back in the hood. And also I played sports. I love sports. So, I had my friends for basketball.
So it was like me in high school. Like you can bounce around from group to group. Not saying that you click hopping, but you pretty much cool with everybody. That's how I was though.
I did deal with though that I hated was me being labeled a game freak. Like I just love playing the game. I remember growing up, bro. Like they'll
You
come
do
knock
like
on
a
my door
game
for me to
freak,
come
though.
outside. I'd be like, bro, I'm on a game and I don't feel like coming inside. Like you a game freak, bro. Get out. But I always felt like it was just like with love. Like they was joking, but it was with love. And I stated this in one of my second channel videos. I feel like the black community, our love language is joking. So maybe sometime these jokes were hurting your feelings, but it wasn't like meant in that way. This isn't justifying it, but that's my thought. Anyways, with them already having this backlash from the black community, in return they end up being very anti-black.
Like, it's not that I didn't want to connect with black people, but I didn't.
Whoa, okay.
Any other blurbs that like Minecraft. And a blurb put me closer to whiteness.
You look like you
not
like
because I
Minecraft.
wanted to hang out with white people, but I just wanted to hang out with that like Minecraft. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just want to
I
say
get what
it
you're
is
saying,
incredibly dangerous to be in close proximity to whiteness no matter what. And the reason why I say that is because I think hanging around with people that like Minecraft and everything definitely ingrains some self-hating attributes to me. It's not because of Minecraft, but it's the proximity to whiteness.
Within the nerd culture, there is not a lot of black representation. Just think about it. You're constantly consuming this media of people that don't look like you while receiving this hate from the people that look like you. That is going to turn into internalized racism. And
Hey man, this is why me personally always made it a point to rock out by myself. Cause if I rock out by myself, I don't need validation from other people. People tend to kill themselves seeking validation from other people, or they keep putting themselves in holes because they worry about what other people think about them. In reality, if you go take that time to yourself, get your mental right, you'll be A-okay. Trust.
all the time, but everything is a alt-right pipeline, and the nerd culture is no different.
Yo, what happened to the nerd community, bro? When did we become Republicans, bro? When did we become conservative? What happened? What happened? We don't like girl power now because it's the feminist agenda? You didn't like Kim Possible?
I saw someone say, when did the nerd community just become another avenue or pipeline for right-wing grifting? And the answer is simple. The same way that the gym community became just another avenue for right-wing grifting and right-wing content. The same way like dating advice stuff has just become another avenue for right-wing grifting. What does the gym community, the dating advice community, and the nerd community all have in common? It's full of lonely people. A lot of people in the nerd community get into nerd shit because they're lonely. A lot of people start working out because they're heartbroken and they're lonely. A lot of people get into dating advice content because they're lonely. Lonely people are very easy to manipulate. If you find a lonely person and you tell them you're the victim, everybody else...
Me personally, I'm lonely, but I'm more with myself. I can accept that, and I enjoy being by myself, despite me having this little family of mine. I enjoy my little me time, so... Hey man,
Except you is the problem. Now go buy my course. That's basically an infinite money glitch. That's why. It's just lonely people who crave acceptance and a sense of community are taken advantage of just in the way that cults do.
Producers, Output is having the biggest sale ever, and everything is up to 50% off. If you've been waiting for the...
Word.
Like, it's really not that complicated.
Now the anti-blackness goes up another notch because a lot of black
Another one.
males in the nerd space feel like black women just hate them.
I'm curious to know if this is actually a thing. Black women will ignore men that look like this because he's weird, lame, nerdy.
That is
until
true.
he achieves success.
That is
then
true.
see him with a woman
Get your
like
swag
this, and
together,
then all of
nigga.
a sudden label him a sellout. Let's be real. A lot of y'all don't like black women to begin with. Don't matter if you're a D1 athlete or comic book nerd. There's a very small
Love my
majority
black
of
woman.
black men that do not like black women. Now, why is that? I couldn't tell you. But at the end of the day, this argument right here could be a little bit valid if we're considering that there are unrealistic expectations for black men, especially young black men in this economy and in this world right now. And there is that stigma of hypermasculinity in the black community. This automatically would make nerds and simps unattractive and certainly undesirable.
Black girls called you ugly? So do you
The
want me to
black enemy
believe that
could
the white
explain
girls
why.
called you handsome?
Once again, I did not experience this. This isn't to say it's not true, but I just feel like it's the way you carry yourself. And also, you just gotta find your, like, swagger, you know? There's a stereotype of, like, the
swag, nigga.
smash bro type of hairstyle. Maybe your lips be crusty.
That's
In simple
literally
terms,
what I just said, bro. Like,
man, you just gotta
fix your
have game.
swag,
White
man.
nerds go through the
Honestly,
same.
bro, if people had a sense of urgency or a sense of any type of fashion or swag, they wouldn't go through the bullying that they go through. Just saying. Style
While
and swag.
talking to white
They don't
women.
even gotta
So
be
like
name brand.
I hate that correlation as well. And I think what the problem is, a lot of people be holding on to what happened in high school. Whether that be the glory days or those be the bad days. It's been 10 years, bro. We don't care that you scored a touchdown in 10th grade. And yes, you may have been bullied in high school, but let that shit go, brother. My
Yeah.
entire friend
Peacefully,
group is
please.
majorly made up of nerds. My best friend, this is us when we graduated. He was valedictorian. I was like maybe 4th in the class. Now he is most definitely considered a nerd. I mean, huge WWE fan, very into anime, loves video games, but he's never had a problem talking to black women. And big shout out to my boy. He just graduated from Clemson University.
That's
What,
'cause
2
he
years
carry
ago now?
himself
We
good.
just got off the game a few hours ago.
I feel like a big part of the black nerd experience is going back trying to watch your favorite YouTubers and realizing just how much racist commentary was throughout the entire video. Like, when did Jen calling Michael Jackson a monkey fly over my head? Huh?
What?
Or that one try not to laugh challenge where they just straight up said
That's
the N-word.
crazy.
Huh? And I really got a bone to pick with that Jen because I used to go crazy for some Like, you can ask around. We used to go crazy for some Jen. Even now with past sobriety, it was a black woman's video that I saw use this hashtag. Yet, okay. And not even just them, like other gaming channels and YouTubers too, especially in gaming. And I can already hear the whole, oh, it was a different time argument. I can get that. It's really the fact that black kids really never had a safe space. And I feel like that's why it's
True. I feel like I really struggled trying to find myself growing up. My late teens, 17, 16, 17, 18. I thought I wanted to, like, skateboard and shit. You know how crazy that sounds? Me being a skateboarder. But no, that's wild.
easy for them to be indoctrinated into like the red pill pipeline because it was just small stuff in every single video that we could even like explore within like the nerd genre.
For example, like me growing up, the biggest gaming YouTuber in the world was PewDiePie. And you know,
PewDiePie,
I watched his
typical
videos,
gamer.
and like it was something off. I couldn't really connect with him. And this was before he had the whole N-word incident. But it was extremely rare for me to find another black gaming content creator. And this is why I give so much praise to creators like Berleezy, RDC World, Corey S. Kenshin. Because, bro, representation matters. And
It
it's like
does
growing up
indeed.
in these nerd spaces, we rarely
does
get it.
indeed.
And that is why I love that with the visibility that TikTok brings in 2025, I've been finding some amazing like comic book creators that are making pro-black comics for black people, bruh.
This right here is my comic book known as the Black Fist, and this is one of the most popular series in the Battle Chi universe. Let's talk about it. Black Fist takes place in the 1960s. It's about a superpowered alien that piques the interest of a KKK Grand Wizard that fears he is a danger to the world and to his community.
I made a comic book. This is it. It's called Astro's Falter. Astro's is a supernatural, somewhat horror-themed comic series with a comedic and cozy twist. The story takes place in this timeline and in this universe. It's a story about a girl who spends her entire life training against the invisible demons that roam our world, all before the magical seal keeping her invulnerable to demons begins to disappear.
Okay, if there's one AI site
Hey,
builder
man.
you need to meet,
I'm
it's
gonna
this
get an ad
dope
block
tech
when I
from
get my
Wix.
charge, though. Don't worry about it. But let me tell y'all. Now, me personally, I never really been into manga. Honestly, I was literally just thinking about this. What, 2 days ago? If not 2 days ago, yesterday. I can't really sit there and read something where I can go watch it. But with the manga, for the people that's actually animated, like drawing and stuff, like scene by scene, man, y'all are so talented. Trust.
Ended up making a post on my Instagram. Make sure y'all go follow this, by the way. And I was curious on what was my black nerd's experience.
Being a black nerd with some crazy plot progression. If you like any type of anime, niggas were going to fry your shit alive. And the crazy thing about it is the same people that would be trying to clown you would be the same people trying to be in group projects with you and the same people trying to copy answers. But I'm not going to lie, going to college was probably the best decision I ever made, bro, because I found my community here. There's a bunch of black nerds here, and we've shared things with each other, and, you know, I feel welcomed. I don't feel judged or anything like that, man. And, you know, people are a lot more accepting here. But to be honest with you, man, I've absolutely loved the journey. Like, this upcoming spring, 2026, I'm graduating with my bachelor's of science in psychology, bro.
to you, man.
And we're going to med school after that. So, to all my black nerds out there, don't be afraid to be you, bro.
We really need to talk about the hatred
okay,
for
you can
black
see the
women
nerd
in
in
the
her
black nerd
hairstyle,
community,
and her teeth.
because
You can
a
see
lot
it,
of black
bro. Like
nerds,
it's
they
from
like
a nerd
hang
from a
with
mile away.
white
I know
nerds,
where to
of
get my
course,
homework from.
and they want to be accepted by them. So then they just start shitting on black women and be like, yeah, they're ghetto, and just start talking shit about them, right?
Right.
And then also talk bad about women in general. A lot of nerds, they can't get girls, so you know, talk shit about them. And also, along with the red pill community, because a lot of the nerds, they want to get their anime physique, so they start watching those workout videos, and then those workout videos turn into how to get girls videos, and also turns into hating women videos.
My experience of being a black nerd is a bit different from other people, not only because of the era that I grew up in, but also because of the environment. With me being a 2000s kid, I was never really feeling ostracized for being a nerd because nerdy shit was everywhere. Now, I'm an inner city kid. I grew up in lower income neighborhoods, and there were a lot of black folks within those neighborhoods. So a lot of us bonded over these things that would be looked at as nerdy. There's a reason that schools would ban Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's a reason schools would ban all the Bakugan toys and Beyblades. And I'm sure every kid that grew up in the 2000s had that feeling of watching a cartoon on Saturday morning and holding in that excitement when Monday came.
Man, I don't know what y'all had where y'all live at, but I used to love Vortex. On Saturday mornings, Vortex had the best cartoons. The Elite Ball knowledge. What y'all know about that?
To gather around the lunch table and talk about the latest episode of Dragon Ball or Sonic X or whatever was on Saturday morning. But what I'm trying to get at is there was never really a point in time where being a nerd worked against me. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit of a social butterfly. I would hang with the theater kids, I would hang with the anime nerds, the music heads that would rap at the lunch tables. I was bouncing around and talking to everybody. I can't really think of a point in time where liking anime or liking comic books or liking video games, whatever, I can't think of a time where that wasn't cool, especially when the second anime boom happened in the 2010s. If anything, that point in time worked in my favor. Because a lot of black folks who weren't into anime or anything at that time, they knew someone who was. So they would approach me and ask me, hey, what's up with Naruto? What's Attack on Titan about? I heard Dragon Ball is coming back. What's Dragon Ball Super about? If there was someone who wasn't caught up with the latest geekdom, fandom news, they came to me because they knew someone who was. And as far as being a black nerd specifically goes, I don't think there was ever a time where if someone did shame me for being a nerd, it didn't make me want to question whether or not I wanted to be around other black people. I never thought that black people didn't like anything that I was into. That's just ridiculous. But even if you don't know black people who are nerds, you know at least one black person.
Hey man, I'm looking at the show in the back. That's why I'm quiet. What y'all know about Power Ranger Samurai? That's my favorite Power Ranger.
They may not know jack shit about Power Rangers, but I bet you they know what happened with Goku versus Frieza.
So am I a nerd because I know what Power Ranger Samurai is? Hey, I just might
Black
be.
nerds come to the podium. I want y'all to give y'all experience in the comment section. Did you have a similar experience to me? Did you have a similar experience to anyone in this video? I am curious. Also, we hit 90,000.
Hey, congratulations. No bull. But no. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Are you a nerd or are you on the fence on being a nerd? Me personally, I don't think I'm a nerd. I have nerdy ways and have nerdy interests, but I'm not a nerd. Nah. But no, I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.